Have you ever wondered what really happens inside your body when you ejaculate every single day? Not from a rumor, not from a myth, but from what actually goes on inside your prostate? Because let's be honest, this topic is wrapped in mystery and misinformation. Some men swear that frequent release keeps their plumbing healthy and pressure-free. Others say it drains energy, kills testosterone, and overworks the prostate. So, which is true? Here's the thing most men over 50 never get told. Your prostate, that small, walnut-sized gland sitting just below your bladder, isn't just a switch for pleasure. It's an key engine component in your male health system. And like any finely tuned part, how often it's used matters. See, as men age, this gland can stiffen, swell, or even clog, not from one bad habit, but from years of imbalance. Too little activity, too much pressure, or too many missed warning signs. And yes, how often you ejaculate does play a role in that process. So today, we're digging into the truth. What really happens when a man masturbates daily? Is it keeping your prostate clear and youthful, or slowly wearing it down? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know the exact balance point, the sweet spot between too much and too little, that helps protect your prostate, your hormones, and your energy for years to come. If you care about staying strong, energetic, and sharp as you age, make sure to subscribe right now. We talk real men's health here. No nonsense, just results. Now, let's uncover what the science really says about daily ejaculation and your prostate. To understand what daily masturbation does to your prostate, you first need to understand what this small gland actually does. The prostate is a muscular organ that produces most of the fluid in your semen. Think of it like an oil pump. Its job is to keep the reproductive system lubricated, clear of blockages, and flowing properly. But just like any pump, if it sits idle too long, things can thicken and stagnate. Now here's where things get interesting. Several studies have found that regular ejaculation, we're talking about a few times a week, not necessarily every single day, can help keep the prostate flushed. The movement of fluid helps clear out old, potentially inflammatory substances that can irritate prostate tissue over time. In one famous Harvard study, men who ejaculated more than 20 times a month had a slightly lower risk of developing prostate cancer than those who did so less often. So far, that sounds like daily activity might be a good thing. But there's another side of the coin. Your prostate doesn't work alone. It's closely connected to your nervous system, testosterone levels, and even your pelvic floor muscles. If ejaculation becomes constant or excessive, especially through solo stimulation, it can send your body into a cycle of dopamine release and fatigue. Over time, that may blunt sensitivity, lower drive, and even lead to a dull, tired feeling in the pelvic region. It's not just about frequency, it's about recovery. Your body uses zinc, magnesium, and trace elements in every ejaculation. When it happens daily without replenishment, the gland and the surrounding tissues can feel depleted, just like a muscle that never gets rest between workouts. And then there's inflammation. Some men, particularly after 50, have microscopic swelling in the prostate called chronic prostatitis. And daily stimulation can sometimes aggravate that. Others may actually feel relief from it. That's why the answer isn't stop or go, it's balance ut. So in plain English, moderate, mindful ejaculation supports prostate function by keeping things clear. But overdoing it without recovery or nutrition can strain the very system you're trying to protect. Now that we understand the why, let's get into the practical side, how to find your personal rhythm, support your prostate naturally, and keep your energy strong no matter your age. All right, now that you understand how the prostate works and why balance matters, let's talk about how to protect it. Especially if you're someone who enjoys regular release. The good news? You don't have to give up pleasure or force yourself into abstinence. What you need is a rhythm, a cycle that supports both your sexual health and your prostate longevity. Think of your prostate like a well-tuned engine. It needs circulation, in lubrication, and immune maintenance, not constant revving. So here's the strategy. 1. Find your healthy frequency. For most men over 50, a sweet spot seems to be kind of 2 to 4 ejaculations per week. That frequency allows for fluid renewal and hormone balance without draining nutrients or overstimulating your nervous system. If you've been going every day, try spacing it out. Notice how your energy, sleep, and mood respond. Many men find that skipping a day or two gives them stronger, more satisfying experiences when they do engage. And if you've been on the other end, hardly releasing at all, a few sessions per week can actually relieve pressure and improve comfort, especially if you've felt pelvic tightness or fullness. Second, support your prostate with nutrition. Each ejaculation uses small but valuable amounts of high zinc, selenium, magnesium, and vitamin E, all essential for prostate tissue repair and fluid production. Here's what you can add to your diet. Pumpkin seeds and a Brazil nuts for zinc and selenium, avocados and olive oil for healthy fats, leafy greens like spinach for magnesium, tomatoes and especially cooked for lycopene, a powerful prostate protector. If you eat clean and hydrate well, your body replenishes quickly, which means you can maintain your frequency without fatigue. 3. Move blood, not just fluids. Men often forget that the prostate doesn't have direct muscle contractions like your heart or biceps. It relies on pelvic circulation. To support that, do pelvic floor exercises, also called Kegels. These are not just for women. They strengthen the muscles that wrap around the prostate and help with urinary control. Try deep breathing. Inhale into your lower abdomen, exhale slowly. Oxygen and blood flow reduce inflammation naturally. Walk daily. Even 20 minutes. Gentle movement keeps pelvic blood vessels open and nourished. 4. Practice conscious release. This one's less talked about, but it's powerful. Instead of rushing through the act, slow it down. Focus on breathing and awareness, rather than just speed or stimulation. When arousal rises, pause and breathe deeply through your nose. This stabilizes your nervous system and prevents energy crashes afterward. Men who do this often report that their climax feels fuller and recovery time is shorter. 5. Use herbal allies, optional. If you want extra prostate support, consider these time-tested herbs. Saw palmetto helps reduce inflammation and supports hormone balance. Pygium africanum improves urine flow and overall comfort. Nettle root supports prostate and testosterone metabolism. Take them only from reputable brands and check with your doctor if you're on medication. 6th, hydration and elimination. It sounds simple, but flushing the system is essential. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, at least 6 to 8 glasses, and avoid holding your urine for long periods. Regular emptying of both bladder and prostate ducts reduces stagnation and bacterial buildup. By aligning your lifestyle with these small steps, you give your prostate exactly what it needs: use, rest, nourishment, and movement. Now, before we wrap things up, let's talk about the pitfalls, the common mistakes men make that cancel out these benefits without even realizing it. Now, let's talk about the traps that undo everything we just covered. The silent mistakes that make men over 50 wonder why their prostate still acts up even when they're doing everything right. Mistake number 1, overdoing it without recovery. Don't be that guy who thinks more is better. If you're ejaculating every single day or multiple times a day, your body never gets the recovery window it needs. Remember, you're not 25 anymore. The nervous system, pelvic muscles, and hormone glands all need rest between workouts. When you skip rest, your energy dips, your sleep gets shallow, and that dull ache in the lower pelvis, that's your body saying, enough. Mistake number 2, poor hydration and nutrition. Ejaculation uses fluids and minerals, But most men don't drink enough water and they skip key nutrients like zinc and magnesium. Dehydration thickens prostatic fluid and makes inflammation more likely. Think of it like running a car without oil, friction builds up and parts wear out faster. Mistake number 3, sitting too long. Hours in a chair, at work, at a computer, or in a car compresses blood flow to the prostate. It's like pinching a garden hose. Circulation slows and tissues stiffen. Take breaks every hour, stretch, walk, or simply stand for a few minutes. Your prostate thrives on movement. Mistake number 4, ignoring early warning signs. Frequent nighttime urination, burning, weak flow, or pelvic pressure. These aren't just aging, they're signals. Don't brush them off. Early care and small adjustments can prevent long-term issues. Mistake number 5, using stimulation as stress relief. Every time. A release can temporarily calm stress, but if it becomes your main outlet, your brain and body start to rely on it like a switch. That's when dopamine fatigue sets in. Try swapping some of that energy into walking, breathing, or cold showers. Balance, awareness, and a bit of self-discipline. That's the real formula for keeping your prostate, your drive, and your energy in sync. So let's wrap this up with what really matters. Your prostate isn't an enemy. It's a hard-working gland that simply wants balance. Use it too little, and fluids stagnate. Overuse it, and energy drains. But when you find that middle ground, a rhythm that fits your body, everything works better. Energy, sleep, drive, and confidence. Here's your quick recap. Moderate frequency, about 2 to 4 times per week, helps keep your prostate healthy and your hormones balanced. Nutrition and hydration rebuild what's lost with each release. Movement and breathing improve circulation and healing. And remember, awareness beats routine. Listen to your body. It tells you when it's time to rest or reset. Now here's your 7-day challenge. This week, track your energy and mood. Note how you feel on the days you release versus the days you rest. Adjust the timing, pay attention to your body's response, and aim to find your sweet spot of frequency that leaves you feeling alive, not drained. Then share your experience in the comments. You'll be surprised how many men are going through the same questions but never talk about it. If this video gave you something new to think about, hit that like button, share it with a friend who could use this insight, and subscribe, because staying healthy after 60 isn't luck. It's knowledge put into action. Stay strong, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.